Story 1. I came across a notebook that my STBXW has been writing in that contained my name and her AP's name. It is a side-by-side comparison between me and AP. Naturally, he has more qualities than I do. She lists 12 things to my 6 or so. I'm better looking, so there's that at least LOL. I cook, I clean, I do whatever she wants, and I'm a good father. He has a manly job and wage, a manly truck, awesome says, passionate, intense, etc. Sounds great, doesn't it? Perhaps I was once these things too, but after 16 years of marriage, I guess you get complacent. This speaks like the honeymoon phase of a new relationship. I'm just a librarian, former soldier, but whatever, a male librarian is, nonetheless a rare breed, and I gather to her and her friends this means I'm not straight, or something less than. Alongside that is some sappy teenage girl love poetry that she has written about him. About how he makes her alive, fills the void, but won't let anyone in. She seems desperately to want him to enter into a relationship, but he is content with just says and seems utterly uninterested in anything else. So what does that make me? Officially second best, plan B, fallback guy? Feels like a lunge into the heart. I have a feeling, well more than a feeling, that were he interested in a relationship she would be long gone already. But he's not, so she wants to work on us. There is no us left. On top of this, she has me second guessing my interactions with the kids. She is jealous of them and the attention they get from me. In particular my daughter. But they are young, 11, 8, 5. It's not like I always lavish attention on them, they take the attention they want. They demand it. They're kids. Just a rant, I guess. Nothing wrong with a male librarian, especially for women who read books. I don't know whether you are interested in reconciling or not, but I hope you realize you shouldn't be plan B. A former soldier, male librarian, a devoted father, and he's better looking? Duck, this guy is a romance novel hero. I could give this guy a list of women a mile long who would sign up for that crap in a heartbeat. Exactly what I was thinking. I'd bet this man doesn't realize the full extent of his options. Women much better than his ex would find him and keep him. Yep. He's going to find an awesome woman who will fancy him to pieces and adore his kids, and the ex will be stuck with big truck guy as his body falls apart from his manly job. Funny you should mention his body falling apart. He sees a chiro for shoulder and neck problems. One of her excuses to go see him one night was that he hurt himself on the job and needed her to bring him some T3s. I don't remember the last time she played Florence Nightingale for me. My favorite part of her list was he has a nice truck. As someone who's made the big truck small d joke for years, it's amazing that people actually really take stuff like that into consideration. The list should make it a little easier, to be honest. You know, she's as deep as a petri dish. He has a manly job and wage, a manly truck, awesome says, passionate, intense, etc. Sounds great, doesn't it? I don't want to come across as mean or sarcastic. Okay, I can be, see bottom, but here is some positive reinforcement. You are better looking. When you decide to get free, you will have an advantage in the dating world. You cook, this is an important feature in your life. You are not going to be the one living on fast food. Also, women love to have meals prepped for them, at least my missus does. You clean, your digs won't look like a frat party aftermath. You are flexible, probably too much so. It really is time to read the 180 and engage in it. Time to do what you want, and that should include some of the manlier activities. Lol, I'd suggest chasing women and hanging out in disreputable places, but you're too likely to run into the AP. The standard sub-suggestions are: hit the gym, focus on your hobbies and interests, consider boxing or MMA. Anything that causes high-intensity effort will help bring the endorphins out and make you feel a lot better. Lastly, you are a good father. This is by her own admission. Keep focus on raising your kids and being a good dad, but don't forget to do things for yourself. Now for the sarcasm. Deep manly truck commercial voice. When you're poaching housewives, make sure your truck is, make of truck, tough. Don't forget the lift kit, huge tires and oversized engine. If she's 25 watt bright, It'll charm her undergarments off. Thing is, I generally do consider myself manly in terms of most of my hobbies and interests. Archery, shooting, outdoorsy stuff, woodwork, barbell training. Aside from enjoying cooking and baking, and having no interest in sports, I'm pretty typical, I guess. Not that these things mean much, you could be into knitting and still be a man. In fact, I'm learning how right now so that I can teach my daughter, who has recently taken an interest in it. OMG. You are the 10th betrayed spouse I had to tell this to. 1. It is not your fault, you are dealing with someone who is a narcissist. They lack empathy and are very manipulative. 1. Divorce her and study narcissistic personality disorder, both covert and grandiose. 2. Learn to recognize the warning signs of manipulative and toxic people. 3. Infidelity is a one-and-done policy you should accept. The relationship/marriage and the moment you find out. This includes emotional affairs. R/narcissistic offense. YouTube mental illness are good starting points. Godspeed. I found Dr. Ramani through this sub. Her videos have been very enlightening. I hate to diagnose someone, but they really resonate. Dude, please tell me that you have finally decided to leave, like she has admitted to. Says again with him she lied on the polygraph test. Divorce is in the works. I have a lawyer on retainer and am working on gathering all the documents that he required to get it started. She wants me to hold off on it and work through counseling with her. But I am not optimistic that we can continue. She insists she has no feelings for him, but everything points to the contrary. She continues to blame me, rug sweep, and refuses to even acknowledge my feelings about all of this. Yes, I know this. But it seems like you're still trying to stay, which is up to you, but she's gaslight you about sleeping with him. Does she still say she hasn't slept with him? Has she quit her job? Has she actually done anything bar lie and beg? She still has not admitted to anything, and won't, by her own admission, until I produce photographic proof. She has not quit her job, and has no intention of doing so either. Funny thing, she has been after me to give up my job at the library. She is constantly sending me job postings. Yesterday she produced one from her employer. I told her hell no, there is no way I am ever going to be seen in that place ever again. Humiliating is putting it mildly. Thing is, I used to like dropping in on her at work, bring her coffee or lunch or help her move boxes of things in and out for her. Now I won't be caught no more in that place. Personally, I would just keep the game going and then just hit her with the divorce papers. She is by no means remotely remorseful or sorry. If you want me to be completely honest, I think this is some sort of peculiar game she doing at work. That's why she wants you to apply. There is some sort of sick game. Can I ask who's paying for the counseling? Because if it's you, I would stop that and make it so she has to. She has workplace benefits that are paying most of the cost. The rest is on her. I am, however, paying my way for my own IC. I'm $600 in, and so far it seems I am unable to access her benefits to defray some of that expense. I am looking at getting some insurance for myself. But with waiting periods and other legal niceties, it may be too little too late. Is she the breadwinner? If so, do you pay into the same account? If so, I would take your money out and start saving. She is the breadwinner, although I don't like that term. Made sense in 1950 when a comfortable existence could be had on a single income. But those days are long over. I find the term now tends to diminish the contribution of the other partner when it is largely impossible for most of us to provide that same standard of living on a single income. The fact is, our lifestyle depends on both of our contributions. So while she likes to style herself as breadwinner, our life is as dependent upon my contribution as hers. If she is the breadwinner, so to speak, wouldn't she have to pay you child support? So, it may be better for you to divorce her, no? Yes, she would. My lawyer has done some rough calculations for me. I would almost certainly get child support, but despite being legally entitled to alimony, our wage gap is likely not so significant to merit that on top of child support. I cook, I clean, I do whatever she wants. This is a big clue. She basically sees you as a not exciting subservient doormat. You are part of a huge group of men who have found themselves in the same situation. Stop doing what she wants and do what you want. Keep up the good work with the kids. Maybe get a bigger truck. Or a Jeep? Yep. About sums my life up. I am the safe space, words she has used for me in the past. Cake, you know? Good for you to realize that reconciliation is not an option. Glad that you are now heading for divorce and separation. Great that you are no longer her doormat, and her plan B. She herself admitted you are good looking and a full package. Cut her off and let her realize her huge loss. This will hit her hard sooner or later. Enjoy your life, find someone who deserves you. And I hope everything goes well for you in the end. Wish you all the best, OP. Worldwide comments of the day. The very first time, I would have been sympathetic. But after allowing her to cheat openly and repeatedly while allowing her to see him suffer, and still believing something is worth saving, I'm apathetic. People either seem to be doormats begging for scraps or complete psychopaths believing they are entitled to it all. Dating is so gross, and don't even get me started on marriage. As a man who has been fighting in courts for his kid, I can testify that the response, family court looks for the best interest of the child, is 100% a lie. Family court does not care about the child, it's a rouse designed for women. The hermit lifestyle is the only reasonable lifestyle nowadays. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.